this is Jason from Dashcam.com. Today we are going to unbox the LUKAS LK-7950WD. The W means Wi-Fi, the D means duo for a two-channel system. So we have the front and the rear camera. This is LUKAS's first camera with integrated Wi-Fi. Now both cameras do have a Sony CMOS sensor in them. That's going to give us a very good quality picture, as well as we're running in 1080p, so full high definition in the front and the back. So let's open it up and see what we get. So here's our manual. It's full English. It's also clear English. So I've already read through this. You are going to be able to read through this and actually understand what they mean with all the directions. So we like that. Here's the main camera. Now, as you can see, it's kind of got a glossy black finish. I'm used to the matte black, which I prefer better, but I mean, it does the job. It's all black, which, I mean, there's no white logo on here. There is the LUKAS logo here, but it's just a deboss, which is great, so not attracting very much attention to this device at all. It does come with a UV lens, and that just protects your actual lens. Now, the mount here, I'm a big fan of, just because I can't move this at all, and that's because it's been tightened up with an Allen key here, and that just prevents any vibrations for the camera. So it's really nice and sturdy. I much prefer to have this kind of design with an adhesive bracket than a suction cup, because we're not getting that vibration that we normally would. The back. Now, you'll notice this sticking out right here. This is actually the integrated Wi-Fi. So it's an interesting concept. It's a USB piece that can easily pull out. And I'm curious why they didn't just build it right into the system, or what the reason was behind that, because you're really not going to take that out. So moving along, we've got the M and the E button. Here we have the Wi-Fi switch. So that basically just turns on and off the Wi-Fi so that you can enable to watch your video on your smartphone, change the settings, that sort of thing. Here we've got the input to the cable from the front camera to the back camera. Audio video out, we have our power source. The OBD connection can be bought later. Now this is interesting, which I really like. It's an actual switch to turn off and on the camera, but it also has an accessory in the middle, so that enables you to just record when the vehicle is on. So it just turns the camera off when the ignition goes off, and the ignition comes on, the camera comes on. On would mean that it's always on. You're using that true parking mode when you have it hardwired, and that's where I keep my camera, is because I do want to record pretty much 24/7, especially when I'm parked. And then off just means the camera's completely off. I like that it does have this switch, because then if you do want to turn the camera off, and you don't have to just unplug the cable and then try and figure out, line it up and put it back in. So I love having a switch like that. As you can see, there's no big touch screen here. The reason behind that is you have the integrated Wi-Fi. So if you need to change your settings or view the live video or previously recorded video, you're going to access it on your smartphone. So an iPhone or an Android device is currently supported, and that's why there's no big touchscreen here. So I think that's a plus. It just brings down the cost on the device. So the other side, we have our dual card slots. So there's a full SD card that can fit here, and then there's a micro SD card that comes with the camera as well. And that's going to give you 512 gigabytes of recording, which is just absolutely massive. So we'll put that over here. The rear camera. Now, I'm a really big fan of this design. The cylinder look, it's nice and small, discreet, and all black. The adhesive pads just go up here, so you're going to attach it to your windshield like this, and this lens is going to be just almost touching the windshield. So great design. I know there's another manufacturer that builds a two-channel camera, and the rear camera is kind of like a cube, or it's very boxy, and it's quite big. and the way that they have designed the bracket, the camera actually hangs down quite a bit, and I just don't like that. So I think that this design is definitely a winner, and it just helps not distract the driver when looking in the rearview mirror. So again, great design from LUKAS. Here's that full-size SD card that I was talking about, so that is also included. So all the accessories are here. I'm just going to get them all out. So this is the cable that connects the front to the rear camera. By looking at it, it is quite thick. I'm used to a little bit thinner cable. If you do have a vehicle that is from Germany, it's a little bit tighter in the panels. So if you're not going to take off the panels, this is a little bit tighter to fit. It's doable, but if you have a Ford or some sort of car like that, it's very easy to push these cables in behind the panels. So I wish this was a little bit smaller, but it's definitely going to work. But the other thing is, you're not going to crimp this cable as well. I know with the thinner cable that I'm used to, it is easy, and you do have to take your time when installing this. Now, LUKAS gives you two different mounting brackets, and the reason behind that is, depending on where you install your camera, you may put it directly underneath the rearview mirror, and this would just let you easily slide the camera in like that. The next one, you actually put it in and twist, and say you're putting the camera just right of the rearview mirror, that might come in handy as a secondary bracket. So now here's all your tapes, your cable clips for the cameras, and that's that Allen key I was talking about to adjust the mount for tilting it. We've got a micro SD adapter to SD. This is going to help you put that small little card in here, and then this card will go in your computer. That way you can view your video files. Now, our last item here, it's not a cigarette lighter plug or 12-volt plug I was expecting. They actually provide, by default, the continuous power supply. So this actually hooks up to your fuse panel, which is great for parking mode, but I wish they included a 12-volt adapter as well. But most people, and I hope most people install this because this is the preferred method. It's just a nice clean install. You're not using up your 12-volt accessory outlet, and it provides, again, like I said, the true parking mode. So hopefully they will include a 12-volt adapter so you can plug into your DC outlet, and we might just include that as standard as well. So anyway, I like the design of this camera, and I'm going to go install it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe.